Hello and welcome to today's live. We are speaking about a very important and juicy topic. We are speaking about overcoming the challenge of twin flame age gap. Today with us Arshiya, Ledia, she will join us soon again, and me, Paco. And we three would like to talk with you about age gaps in twin flame unions. And we would like to share with you how you can overcome challenges when your twin flame is older, or maybe your twin flame is younger. And to start with the topic, I prepared some questions, and I would like to start with the first question, and it is, needs there to be an age gap in a twin flame union? Does that mean I only met my twin flame when there is a big age gap? What do you say, Arshiya and Ledia? Is there a need to be an age gap in a twin flame union?
No. Okay, so I'll go. So I don't, the thing is though, the age gap, sorry, I'm getting a call. Can you hear me? Okay.
We hear you very good.
Okay,
Everything is okay.
Okay, awesome. So the twin flame age gap, does there need to be one? No, it's totally a myth. Age is nothing but a number, is a total illusion. And, you know, we're going to go more in depth into that, but it's literally each union is different, and each age coming into the union, no matter what the age is, it, based on my experience, it is never an issue. I am 10 years younger than my twin, and it hasn't been an issue for me. If anything, it's something that I desired. And I feel like God came through perfectly through him and loving me perfectly, because what I find in him, the maturity and the fact that he's 10 years older, meets me where I'm at spiritually. So on like a spiritual level, I constantly feel like we're one, and I don't see an age difference, whether we're going to like a nice lounge, grabbing a drink, or hanging with a little bit of an older crowd. The energy is the same. It's just the love that's being shared between the two. You just don't even see it, because, you know, all you see is just pure love. Yeah.
Exactly. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need for an age gap. There is no,
Right.
That is only your twin flame when there is a big age gap, and when you kind of found your true twin flame only because of that. That's not a sign.
Right.
Yeah, so Lydia's story is very interesting, and it's all there in TPAS also. Right. So, yeah, and we have seen you go through the process also in TPAS. So for me, it's quite, when I see that, how you have faced down your upsets and things like that. It was nice to see that, and after hearing about age gap, like there is very little age gap between me and my twin flame, but I am the older one by 4 months. So according to Parth's question, is it necessary to have an age gap? No, there are no criterias with you and your twin flame, right? You are perfectly created for each other, and age gap is just an illusion which needs to be healed, actually. The age gap just represents illusion, basically. So all you have to do is work with the mirror exercise. So if you feel like the age gap is that, oh, how will I get along with my twin flames friends, or how will we look together? Do I look younger, older? So all these worries, these are the illusions that you have to face down, so that you can come in alignment with love, with God in your twin flame. So this is what I feel about age gaps. And also when it comes to age gap, time and space is anyways not real in science too. It's basic physics that only matter, energy, which is love, is energy. So only that is considered real, and time and space is anyways an illusion. So age comes under time, right? The gap. So it is an illusion.
Thank you for this explanation. I feel, since I'm on my twin flame journey, my conscious twin flame journey, and I'm healing with the mirror exercise, the same, that kind of, it doesn't matter. But before, I always felt I need to be with an older woman, because I always felt attracted, where kind of this deep love came with older women. And I felt, oh my God, my one true love has to be older than me, at least 10 years. I cannot be with this one woman and she is not older than me. But God kind of showed me on the way women who were younger than me, and I liked them. And then I felt inside, no, that cannot be. My one true love has to be older than me. So I was holding on to this illusion I made, because once I felt deeply in love with an older woman, and I thought that's the one. And so I kind of, it was attached to it, and it was not helpful. In truth, I was very controlling, and slowed down my progress, because I was so attached to this illusion that my twin flame needs to be older than me. I then tried, okay, enforcing myself in letting go, and it doesn't function either, because I was not looking first inside of me. Why do I feel that way? Where does it come from? Why I feel this need that my twin flame is older? And when I started to heal here, become more clear about my connection with my twin flame, very helpful in that was the equals twin flames dreams coming true, because I was guided in 4 lessons, or you are guided in 4 lessons to heal the relationship with your twin flame. I realized, I desired a mature woman. And in truth, I didn't give a fuck about the age. I just wanted a mature woman who is intelligent and shows what she can. And a mature woman is like that. And there is no need. It doesn't matter if this woman is 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. This was my deep desire. And I was able to heal through what I thought it's necessary and I need to, with the mirror exercise and applying the teaching of union. And so I found a core value in my twin flame union, maturity. It's so important for me. Kind of, I'm attracted to that, and that's why when you feel there is a need for this age gap, it can be that your twin flame is older or younger. Of course it can be, and it can be a lot of, or just some years. Now I'm with my twin flame and she's older than me, but just a year. But I love her maturity and her intelligence, and that she's showing what she can. And so it doesn't matter that it's just 1 year and not 10 years. And you can become clear here too. If you feel, my twin flame, he will be older than me at least 10 years, or when you feel you have a younger twin flame, there is a core value, or there's a value underneath it. And you get clear here in feeling your feelings about it. I need to learn, okay, this is kind of connected with feelings, and to heal the true underlying feeling you have for this need, because it's kind of this forcing energy, this controlling energy on the outside. And so to speak, it's very interesting to just realize, okay, this also happens in my life, that you look what relationships you had in the past, where men you were attracted to and which women you were attracted to, and why it always happens. Maybe it's another reason, and you find out because of that, and then you realize, okay, it doesn't need to be that or this way. And so you can receive your true twin flame, open up for your true twin flame, and it doesn't matter which number your twin flame has, kind of in years. They are perfect for you. It doesn't matter how old they are. Yeah, age gap. I find it very interesting because it's a very important topic. People kind of think about it, and I think it's important that you find peace no matter where you are at in your twin flame journey. And let's go to my second question. Why does it happen so often in twin flame unions? Also here in the twin flame universe community, like already Ledia shared, she is also an older twin flame. And why does it happen so often? And it's not the only one in the community who there is a big gap between the twin flame in years. Why does this happen? Why do you feel, or what is your experience? Why does this happen?
Okay, so I'll go. I personally feel there's no like generic reason. It's just every union is different, and I find that each person is on their own path. So what matters here is that you've met your twin flame, the person that's created for you by God. So I feel like that is a blessing on itself. So regardless of the circumstances outside of you, they are a blessing, just perfectly designed for you. So I personally feel that it's not a major block. It's something that could be worked through very easily, and it's so, like, I personally desire like an older man. So when he came into my life, it was very easy for me to just accept it, you know. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I know.
Yeah, thank you, Lydia, for sharing that. Yes. So when Paco asked that question, what's coming up for me is that your twin flame is you. So when you choose to see yourself as who you are, you will really not see the illusion of age gap, right? And it is not necessary to have that, would you say, like control, like my twin flame is this many years older to me and I need to match up to it. It is not a soulmate relationship. So in a soulmate relationship, you might feel pressurized that my twin flame is older to me and I need to look better or match up to them. But in twin flame relationship, it's very natural, right? The whole process. So when you align to yourself, I think the age gap just disappears within. And yeah, what's coming up for this question?
Yeah, that's beautiful, because exactly that I was listening today in a YouTube video on the Twin Flame Universe channel. Charles and Oceana shared about their age gap in their union, and they said exactly what Arshiya was explaining right now. When you are coming together with your twin flame, at the beginning it can trigger you, but as you heal through it, it kind of disappears. Oceana said, I don't see that he is 20 years older than me, and he also kind of, it doesn't matter because they are always on the same page, they are same mature. And what I loved so much about it, and Oceana said she don't know why this is in their union. She has no idea yet, kind of, it's not yet revealed to them. But the only thing she knows, that they are perfect for each other and that they love each other unconditionally and that it doesn't matter at all. But of course, at the beginning, they had to heal through the upsets, who will die first, kind of like that. It's, of course, it comes up when you have such a big, that was so sweet how they honestly shared and how triggered they were with this big age gap. And also like Oceana is the younger one, that she kind of felt she's unworthy having an older man. And this all can come up when you meet your true twin flame, and there is really this age gap. But kind of the essence of what they were sharing is, don't attach yourself why it is that way. It is that way, and you will receive the truth, why it is the way, when you are ready for it. It mirrors you something, but if you are not yet ready, then you will not receive it, because you will not be able to see why it's happened. And kind of, they said, just let go of it. It's okay. You love your twin flame, you heal through what is upsetting you right now. And this question why is not really important anymore, as you find the truth in your heart that this is your twin flame. And then the number kind of disappears. It doesn't matter anymore. If he's 20 years older, or she's 20 years older, or 10 years younger, or 15 years younger, it doesn't matter at all. I loved it when she said, age doesn't mean anything. It's just the love between the two. It's just the love between you and your twin flame. And this is not, this has nothing to do with this number. And why? Who knows? God knows. And when you don't know yet, it's not yet the time, or maybe you do not need to know at all, because you are yet already in union or in harmonious union, and it's not necessary to know why. So why does it happen so often? It's individual, like every twin flame union is individual. And there are individual reasons, and yours can be another reason than the other twin flame union. But what is the same is the unconditional love between twin flames. And this is what makes a twin flame union so special, the unconditional love. And it can happen with a big age gap too. And so it's okay to kind of receive your twin flame, even he's older or she's older or younger.
I think you gave the answer to it. Why? Unconditional love. Right. Like
That's sweet.
it's
Yeah,
beyond,
that's
yeah, it's beyond. As you were speaking, that's what was coming to me, that the why needs to be filled with unconditional love and, beyond body, beyond time, beyond distance, things like that, right? Placing unconditional love and
acceptance.
yes, beautiful. So, yeah, I think we got the answer as we spoke.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think Shalia has also a wonderful story about the age gap with her twin flame, Jeff, in the book.
Yes. Right. So yeah, pretty much she shares how she was a few years older than him when they met, and she didn't feel like they were on the same page because she desired marriage and children, and Jeff came in with like a much younger energy, and especially when the first thing he said to her was, "Are you horny?" Like it seemed very kind of like immature, and he's just like not serious at all, when very much like he deep inside desired the same thing as her. And I feel like Jeff has proved that big time. That age, it is definitely not a different, like, there's no difference in age, and he lives up to that, like her dream man. Like he's always showing up for her and loving her perfectly. So once they came into union and healed that, it perfectly showed us that age really is just a number. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
couldn't find it exactly on the book, but I will do so.
This is the book we are speaking about,
Yeah.
Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. They are also Shalia sharing about her healing, about age gap. And yeah, it's very beautiful to read this book and receive the healing here, what Ledia shared with us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I have a very interesting question about this topic, and it is, why is mostly the divine feminine older in the union?
Yeah, so actually, I'm only 4 months older. And yes, Paco, you also have a twin flame who is 1 year older to you.
Yeah.
Whether 4 months, 1 year, 14 years, 20 years, it just matters what the upset is, right? Like what the issue is. So for me, it was in India, it's a big no, marrying a man who even 4 months younger because of so many conditions and constructs and cultural issues, right? So for me, I was like, oh, okay, what am I doing? Is this the right decision? And sometimes I'm like, will I look older than him, even if it is 4 months? So it doesn't matter. It's the worries or the upsets that you hold. And the minute I heal that, I feel in alignment with him, with him in terms of like, oh yeah, we are the same, we are one. So yeah, it's just facing down that upset. And women, as you asked the question, why women are older, like, or why so many in the consciousness, maybe to face down this, you know, conditions and things like that on earth. Also, it's huge separation, right? Like as twin flames heal, we are bringing separation consciousness to a end, right? One step at a time. So I feel like all these conditionings about what is right, what is wrong, right? Especially in a woman's case, it's like, oh, why are you marrying a younger man? Now things are more open, but uh, what do you say? Like, even if it is open, they struck the age gap. Like, I am this many years older, not twin flames, but in soulmate relationships, they struck it. Like, oh, I am this many years older, and this is how it is. But in twin flames, often when you see them together, you can't identify at all when they are in union, when they have healed their blocks. You really cannot identify, only if they verbally say it out. So it's about healing separation, is what I feel. Age gap is mostly about healing separation consciousness, is what I feel. So, yeah.
It's a wonderful explanation. Thank you. Ledia?
Yeah, so what's coming up for me is why the women would be, I mean, maybe obviously the women are healing this empowerment, like there's really no difference. So just as much as the younger man can also come into the union and give 100% of himself, and the older woman can also meet him there at an older age. I don't, it's not a problem. Maybe it could be that age definitely shows something, even though it's not a problem. It definitely shows experience. It shows, life here on earth. So I feel like whatever age the person is, they bring something to the union to help it thrive. So maybe the older woman has a lot more experience, motherhood. It could be more knowledge in certain things in life that she could bring into the union. And then the twin flame heals there. The younger man will heal much faster and be able to, fulfill all of his desires on the planet. There could be many reasons, but what's coming up for me is mainly, each person brings something into the union. So it's always beautiful that, more experience on earth, and that person has healed a lot prior, and you're bringing that into your union. It helps it heal faster, and you come together much stronger. And yeah, exactly, fast track, because a lot of the things are handled prior.
That is also a very beautiful view on this situation when the divine feminine is older, and I feel this is very healing also for the divine masculine to go deep here in the healing, because every twin flame union heals something about the divine masculine and divine feminine. And what Ledia shared now is very beautiful, as the divine masculine kind of can heal through also what comes up for me now as a divine masculine when I was listening to you, that you can, as a divine masculine, feel safe and being your true self and not being afraid that you like do something that is not appropriate because young men have to heal here, that they know well how they use their power, their energy, and an older woman can hold space for this active and going out, and the men would like to do something, and that they can heal, that they don't to abuse themselves also in their life, because this kind of is a pattern of men, divine masculines, to not be channeling this energy in an appropriate way. And so when Ledia was sharing that, it feels very healing, kind of in a union when the divine feminine is older. And to this question we are answering right now, we have a comment from Daniela. I would like to share that because it's is fitting very well. Daniela is writing, I am 11 years older and won't be able to have kids with him. I feel this is a big reason for him not to be with me, as he wants kids.
Yes. So if the desire for a child is there, then it will align, but you cannot control how it happens, right? So the desire will be there, and you'll have to allow love and the process and the journey to reveal the desire for a child, and it will be revealed, especially what Lydia said, it could be motherhood that a older woman could be bringing. And in Shilya's journey also, Shilya had decided she wants children, she wants this, and she's like, I'm not going to wait for my twin flame to have a child also. Shilya did not wait. So what your child, as in, like, she made that choice, and then Jeff turned into her life. She made the choice of, I'm going to go have fun, and I'm going to enjoy my life. So hence, you claim it, and you choose to, if you want a child, you choose to live your life. Like, for example, in my case, I do desire a child, another child. I have one child already. So I do desire another child, and our conditions. It might, as and when we heal, I cannot decide when our harmonious union will come in, and then wait for it. So for me, I have also communicated to my twin flame that, yeah, I might go ahead, and there are scientific procedures for it. I might go ahead and do what I want to do, and it is already ours, because my first child is from my first marriage, and my first child is already ours, right? So there is no separation there also. When you're having a child, you and your twin flame are choosing it together. So make a choice that I'm not going to wait for my twin flame to live my desires, basically, whether it be a child, because I'm not going to sit and wait for my harmonious union to live my desires. That's what I have decided for myself. So it's very empowering to do that.
And also, was the question that she is the older twin flame?
I am 11 years older and won't be able to have kids with him. I feel this is a big reason for him not to be with me, as he wants kids.
What's coming up for me when I read that, I thought I heard that correctly. She read this point. I feel like it would help her if she healed that within herself, like accepting herself unconditionally where she's at, and healing all of the blocks to her harmonious union, because God brings twin flames perfectly together. So obviously it's not the outside that matters, it's the inside. So using the mirror exercise would be the best here to heal her upsets in this matter. And then once she finds peace there within herself, your twin flame will reflect that to you, unconditional acceptance in this matter. And once you come together in union, as you heal your inner blocks, it is perfectly worked out in peace, in harmonious union. There is no issue that cannot be worked out, but first needs to be within. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Also, the situation mirrors you something, and there are different ways to have a children. A lot of children would be happy to have a loving family when you come together with your twin flame, even it's not your biological, for example.
Yeah.
But
It's
God will
just
show.
best to be on the journey and heal and feel good and feel peaceful, accept yourself, that this is where you are right now. You can, change the biological clock, but you can for sure change yourself within and accept yourself fully, completely, and go through the journey. So by the time you get to harmonious union, all that is cleared up within as you come together, and you find out that who your true twin flame is and why are you two together, and in harmony. There is no such thing as any like differences or blocks. So I think the best suggestion would be to get on the journey, get the book Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover, get a coach, heal all of these upsets, and attract your harmonious union. And in that place, everything is worked out. There's no such thing as fear in harmonious union. You're work out all of your major blocks, and you're able to be together and work everything out peacefully. Even if it means not having children, you have to ask, like, why? What do you want? Like, nourishing a child comes in many, many ways. You can nourish your life purpose. You can adopt, exactly like you said. There's so many ways to have children, but that should not stop you from getting on the journey and healing yourself to harmonious union, because nothing's in the way. There's no circumstances that could stop you from getting there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you both for the answer. I hope, Daniela, it helps you and supports you on this topic. Yeah, that's exactly my fourth question in truth. What challenges brings an age gap? This is one of the challenges that a big age gap can bring. And what other challenges come to your mind? What a big age gap can bring with, where you have to overcome this challenge and find peace then.
I think age gap is anyway just one of the challenges. There'll be many challenges together with your twin flame in separation. So, just as and when it comes, as and when the upset comes, facing it down with mirror exercise, facing it down with the support of a coach is what, rather than wondering or making it a big challenge also. Right. So, just facing it down as the upset arises, right? Okay, one day you might feel very young and vibrant. One day you might feel one with your twin flame. One day you might be upset about the age gap. So when the day you are upset, work through it. So that's how you'll keep healing the block towards the age gap and come into union in that space. So all that arises, in twin flame journey, there are lots of challenges that anyways arise. So this is just one of it, and I think that's what's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, for example, one of the challenges with this big age gap can be in your family. Like Oceana was sharing at the beginning, the mother was okay, but then kind of it started to be a problem. What do you do with your family? When you say, yeah, I found my one true love, but he is 20 years older than me. What? The mother says, oh my God, I was going to school with him. What do you do then?
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah. So then you mirror. You mirror, and then your reality changes.
Yeah, what I loved, but what Oceana was sharing, it was challenging for her, of course, because she was deeply triggered in a trauma in truth, because she was raised up in a with her mother and her stepdad, And there was always this fear of you will leave me for for a younger woman. And now she is a younger woman, has an older man. And so she was constantly also triggered in this trauma. And then when her mother was reacting like that, she really needed to go within herself and heal this, because she knew it's not about a twin flame or they are doing something wrong. Even on the outside, they kind of are freaking out and it's something wrong. No, she needed here to stand up for herself, to say, no, I stay loyal to my feeling. And I feel this is one of the biggest challenges when you have a big age gap, because like Arshiya was telling, in India, 4 months already, I'm 4 months older than my twin flame as a woman, and it's a big problem. Kind of starts when you are 6, 7 years old as a woman. They are looking already, why is he with her? She earns a lot of money, or what? She has a very nice house, kinda. And these things can come like boom on you. And it's a challenge. It's of course a challenge, but it will grind you in staying rock solid for yourself. Because first you have to stand up for yourself and saying, no, I don't care. I'm loving this man or this woman.
Right. That's perfect. The for what's coming up for me would be like a challenge would be just not thinking that you don't have the same desires because of the age.
Mm.
Just because you know, someone's older or younger, like temporarily you're attracted to them, so you're dating them, and suddenly this issue comes up and you're like, oh, you don't want the same things as me. Exactly, the Shalia story. Because I have it in my union. When I first met him and I found out he was older and he was previously married and there was children involved and all these like red flags that usually like based on like what I desire from my man, I was like, oh, there's no way he's like married, no children, no like age difference. And I got all of that amplified to me in my face that I had to face and accept, because when it comes to true love, like there's no such thing. You just accept like all rules, everything goes out the window when you have the person in front of you that's created for you by God. It's just a natural like feeling to just like accept it, you know? So the challenges seem challenging at first because it's fear speaking to you in your head, and fear is not real. Only love is real, and love never fails. So when the fear presents this massive, crazy thing in your head, and you're just like, oh my God, like he doesn't want the same things as me, and you just want to end everything. And then let's say you were to go that route and just end everything, but your heart does not let, because once you meet your twin flame, nothing replaces that. You always end up attracting that person back into your life. So it's something that must be faced. Whatever challenge comes up and you believe this is your true twin flame and there's true love feelings involved, and you're safe here and you're safe to explore this person all the way and work through the challenges, know that in the end, once you work through them, there's no such thing, you know? So there's no particular challenge, but I would say one for me was like him not desiring the same things as me, just because he had already had experienced it in life. And then when I came to realize once I'm healing my union is that like whatever he experienced prior to me, even though he was older, when we meet, it doesn't mean that it stops. Everything just continues. It's just with your perfect partner. You know, like let's say he's older than me and he was married before and he's divorced. So now it doesn't mean he's done with marriage. He's just that marriage ended because he met his perfect partner, and that now continues eternally together as one. So being that I attracted Twin Flame Ascension School and the healing, I felt like it was my responsibility now to heal all of my upsets within, so we can continue our beautiful love story together and not look at anything prior as a challenge, including the age difference, but to accept that and accept where it is right now, that, you know, I have met this beautiful person and we're here, and now we have the tools and we have the community where we can now work through all the challenges and no longer accept separation. So it's just letting go of taking the challenge as something that you need to heal, and know that on the other side is like a beautiful love story. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
the challenge is here to teach you something
Yes.
that you can grow in truth.
And also, knowing that in the physical, now we know that the union is within. So anything, age, whatever that you experience in the physical that could be a challenge, we know now it's not the truth. It's not what you see, it's what you feel. So, it's very safe on this journey to let go a little bit of a kind of like what we see, even though that will bring you to how you feel. It's very safe to just know that anything could be worked out. Nothing is impossible. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's please,
I've
Arshia.
yeah, I've also heard from one of my friends that the age gap was there, and she's older, like 20 years older. So she's like, yeah, now I'm so old, and maybe in next lifetime. So what do you feel about that? And this is quite often people end up thinking, yeah, next lifetime you'll have the same, you'll end up having a lesser age gap or something like that, and then they just quit on the process. So that I would want to say that it's just a misalignment. Unless and until you really choose to heal that separation, whether next lifetime, 100 lifetimes, you're just going to hold the separation consciousness unless and until you heal it, and it'll be mirrored in your reality whenever it is. So please don't wait that, because there is, and be disappointed and quit on the journey when it comes to this age gap. If it's 20 years, it can be healed and you can have your union and harmonious union now in this lifetime. With this work, it is possible, it is done here. There are other coaches who have such big age gaps like Oceana and Lissy and Abhir. So you can check out their stories, their experiences, and know that it is possible with mirroring and the teaching.
Yeah, that's beautiful said. It's exactly what I experienced too. And today, preparing for the live, I realized that the teaching showed me how perfect my whole life was, preparing me for my twin flame, because I realized that this deep desire I have for an older woman kind of came true, because she's also a very old soul, and she's into stuff where you think, yeah, older women are into, but kind of she did my twin flame. Deborah never gave a fuck about what others think, what she's doing. So she follows her heart, and this is what I love in her. And I always thought, I need to find an older twin flame that we can lift it. But with the teaching, it doesn't matter. You will feel happy with your twin flame as you go through the challenge, best with the teachings, because it's guiding you directly to what you desire in the most compassionate way. We all three here experienced it. Ledia, Arshia, and we experienced it, and we find peace after the challenge again. And after the next challenge, again, peace. And even we have to heal through this age gap where at the beginning you always think, oh my God, how should I change that? Yeah, it will change inside of you. As we hear today, the Twin Flame Union is inside of you. And it doesn't matter if you're younger, older, or if you're kind of the same age. It's about your feeling and the feeling of your Twin Flame Union in your heart. So to say, I say thank you for watching our live. I say thank you to Arshia and Ledia for participating. And if you're watching from YouTube, please like and subscribe for more juicy lives.
Thank you.